It's a story about, hopefully, how intense small things are.
Yes.
How aggressive micro things are. I feel like I misunderstood what microaggression meant because I thought it meant an aggressive thing but very, very small, rather than the idea that very, very small things can be incredibly, incredibly aggressive and they can feel incredibly intense. And that was sort of part of it, is not trying to elevate the plot realistically to beyond anything she would encounter, that a regular day to an 8th grader feels like life and death. So can we take a regular day and make it feel like life and death? Can we take very banal, simple situations and through film make them feel to the audience like they feel to her? So the simplicity was the magic of it, you know, that like, oh my God, she grabs a microphone and sings karaoke in front of a bunch of kids. And it's like, for me, it's the bravest thing anyone's ever done in the history of the world. If you want to learn about kids this age, it's like they're posting their entire lives online for you. So that's the way to do it. And it also wasn't just, a way to find out about a medium through which to learn about these kids. It was about them on this medium and then imagining the person they were when the camera shut off, which was pretty evident. I'm saying when a 13-year-old kid's being like, I'm gonna teach you like how to be a best friend. Well, the way you be a best friend is like not be a jerk and steal. And you're like, oh, you're talking about your friend that just clearly did this thing. You know, the sort of way I write, or at least wrote this, is like sort of just writing 10 poles. What's something I would love to see? What's a scene I'd get really excited by? And then write, 80, 90 pages of it. And I have all these scenes and okay, now can I sort of shape it into a story?
Before I read the script or anything, like at the first audition in that point in my life, I, like most other people, thought I'm alone in this, I'm this weird kid, no one is like me, blah. It showed me the message that I hope other people get out of it, is that like, you're not alone in this and you should just be yourself because everything sucks.
I think if people are honest with themselves, it's more truthful than just an 8th grade girl's experience. They're in a certain position where they can just be more outwardly honest about that. But like, who are you kidding? 50-year-old man walking into a business meeting, or 60-year-old college professor giving a lecture to her students. Like everyone, aren't we all like a little scared and a little feeling like we're...
These are experiences like everyone has. Yeah. They're just more easily articulated through an 8th grader.
Yeah, and it's the feeling, the feelings. The feeling is the story, that her feelings and her heart rate are just kind of the plot of this movie. It's so weird that we put ourselves in the most insane social situations we will ever be in at the age when we are most vulnerable. It's like there's nothing weirder than school. Like in life, you'll never find something. No social situation is as weird as school. This is less weird than school, and this is weird.
I completely agree. Yeah.
Elsie has an incredible ability to like exist on camera in the horizon of her thought. It really like there's the scene where she articulates sort of her nervousness in a close-up, and it really looks like someone trying to. Really searching for words that she doesn't have. And that is written, that is not improvised. You don't speak well in life. Perfect example. But like characters this age, for me sometimes they're often imbued with a sort of articulation that is suspiciously close to a screenwriter's ability to articulate themselves. You know what I mean? It's like, a young person has to be a young poet laureate in order to be endearing to an audience. And to me, the experience of not just being a kid, but being a person is like how this is so obviously so ironic. Short the words come up to expressing the ideas you want to have. Being a kid is like almost like hallucinogenic. It's very sensory. It's very sensory and overloady. So like sound and the visuals and everything had to be really present. We shot everything practically, all the screen. There isn't a single screen replacement in the whole movie. That is actual Instagram with actual Instagram accounts interacting with each other. We had like Erica was like off camera, like texting, messaging.
There was like real-time DMs.
And and like she really is on the internet because the internet's a presence in this, and it felt like to have her interact with a white screen would be like, the tennis ball and the CGI stuff. People tell me the screen replacements look good. I don't think they do. And even when they do, the ambient light is different. That when you're scrolling on a phone through the actual thing, the light reflected on the face and the thumb, you can tell. You can see the screen reflected in her eye, and you can actually see the feed on it. So I think the screens and those images are gorgeous and surreal. After the premiere, when the credits started rolling and everyone went on their phones in the dark room, and it was like, whoa, this is so weird.